truth, how can we expect to see what's outside us if we're not facing what's inside us first? And that's what you're seeing in the world around us. You may say, wow, how can people not understand? How people cannot see what's staring them in the face? The reason is because they're running from something and they're dissociated from something which is inside all of us. So there's something inside all of us that we're all running and dissociating from. And if you want to change the world we're living in and the world around us, we must first face what we're running from. What are we dissociating from? So in this webinar, I'm going to go very, very deep. We started yesterday, but today's going to go even deeper into what is in your heart that you're running from. What are you dissociating from? What levels of control that you don't want to look at your life, that you don't want to face what's inside your own system, that you don't want to hear, that you don't want to see, that you don't want to feel. So I'm going to be working very deeply with all these programs. Really, if we want to change this world, we need to look within inside and accept what's inside us. I cannot see what I'm dissociated from. I work a lot on myself, for example, and I need people to reflect into my system to feel the main trigger points of dissociation so I can feel what's in my own system, because my system is programmed not to look at those parts or know those parts. So what I'm doing is in this webinar is opening a space for you to feel, to mirror, to resolve, and to clear the dissociation in a very, very deep level, and then bring back into harmony your subtle bodies, bring back into harmony your cells. So where on a cellular level have our ancestors dissociated? Where have we dissociated? Where has the heart intelligence closed? And let's free up the whole system. So we go back in flow and alignment. Evolution, creation, brings in the most efficient way to create anything when you put an intention to it. What takes us out of that flow is the dissociation, is the wounds. So when we drop, it's really basic, when we clear those wounds and drop back into the 0 point, drop back into creation and live from that space, that's when we manifest, that's when we can be the architect of heaven on earth. And that's where you used to see these incredible architects building incredible places around the world because they were in touch with that part of themselves. That's where songwriters, that's where writers connect, that's where artists connect. They're connecting into their own abundance of creation. And that's when we can master our craft. So I invite you to reflect, to face where you're dissociating, where you're not in flow with creation. And let's go back into flow again. Let's face what's in our system. Let's face the truth that's in our own systems. So we can go back into creation and be the architect of our own lives as creators here on this planet. Have a beautiful Sunday. And if you missed yesterday's, you can jump in. Yesterday's recorded. And if you missed today's, it'll be recorded as well. So you can watch the recordings later if you missed the live event. And they're meant to be repeated, so you can drop back in and drop back in. And each time you drop back in, it will bring you to deeper levels of yourself. So they're meant to be repeated. Have a beautiful, beautiful Sunday, and sending you love and gratitude. Thank you.